Hello and welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've uploaded. I've had some real life things going on, but I'm hoping to get back to a regular sort of schedule now. This video is going to be a loot from 1000 Pyrelords and a little bit of info on how to kill them and the best ways to do it. So it's sort of a bit of an experiment really. On the 6th of February, alongside the Nightmare of Ashihama, Jagex released the Sisterhood Sanctuary. That's really difficult to say. It's a massive dungeon where the Nightmares fought, but they didn't really go into much detail about the rest of the dungeon. So it turns out there's a lot of lore hidden there, a lot of people you can speak to get some background information, and also some monsters as well. One of those monsters is the Pyrelord, which is a stronger version of the Pyre Fiend, with a slightly improved drop table. Not much seems to be known about them, and in fact I didn't know that they'd even been released until about a week ago, so I figured the best way to find out a bit more about them was to test it myself. So the Pyrelord is a slightly stronger version of the Pyre Fiend, as I've already mentioned. They have the same Slayer requirement of 30 to be able to kill them, but they have 80 HP instead of the normal 45, and they can max a 5 instead of the normal 4 that a Pyre Fiend would. Getting to the dungeon is easy enough. You can either walk slightly north of where the Draken Medallion drops you off, or you can walk slightly south of Port Phasmatis, and the dungeon is marked on the map with a little exclamation mark as you would for a normal dungeon. It's a bit confusing once you get inside, unless you know where you're going, but basically the Pyrelords can be found just northeast of the mining spot, in amongst all the Pyre Fiends as well. So as far as killing these, you want to use the same strategy as normal Pyre Fiends. That means wearing range armour, as their attack is a magical based melee attack, so stuff like Dragonhide is going to soak up a lot of damage. I went with God Dragonhide as I wasn't expecting the loot to be all that good, and I thought repairing my Carol's armour would have put a big dent in any profit I was going to make. Other than that, I only used the Saradomin God Sword for healing, which was more than enough for me. Lower players are going to need to bring food. Pyre Fiends and Lords are both slightly weak to magic, but it's such a negligible difference that it's probably not going to make a massive difference, and any runes that you bring are obviously going to eat into profit as well. So in terms of loot, there isn't a huge difference really between these and Pyre Fiends. Most of the increased drops is more like getting more of an item rather than anything different. Examples of that are like where Pyre Fiends would drop a single gold ore or 3 death runes, and Pyrelords drop 2 ores at once or 5 runes. The drops do add up, but as you're going to see at the end, they drop medium clues which can make or break a task. During the 1000 kills that I did, I got 12 medium clues, which I did them as I got them as drops, so I'm going to open those at the end of the video. Pyrelords and Fiends both share the Steel Boots drop, which is a decent boot upgrade until you get to Rune or Dragon later on, especially for Iron Men. Okay, so as far as the loot from these 1000 Pyrelords, you can see it on screen here. The only real differences between these and the Pyre Fiends are that the coins and the runes and also the gold ore are dropped in higher quantities if you kill Pyrelords, and also the Mithril Full Helms, if you're killing Pyre Fiends, they would be steel instead. Other than that, there's really no difference between the two. I thought that there'd at least be a slight difference, like better than this at least, but it seems that there's not really much difference. I suppose if you're doing them on a Slayer task, then you're going to get more XP out of them, so it is probably worth doing them. And I suppose 100k extra loot is 100k, so you can't really turn that down if it's extra money. But all that remains now is to put all this in the GE and see what we earn from this and also the medium clues. Okay, so time to sell all the loot. I'm going to open all the caskets at the end just to sort of make it a bit more exciting. But yeah, I'm going to sell off all this stuff and see what we get. I think it's going to come out to around maybe 400k, something like that. I'm going to sell everything about like 5% under, just so it sells quickly. So I started out with 87k cash. So let's sell those for that. I'll sell all this. I'm going to speed this up so that you don't have to watch me sell all this lot, and then I'll be back to you in 2 seconds. Okay, so the Mithril axes are just selling now, but the total so far is 343k, so it's even less than I was expecting and was hoping for, but you never know, the caskets could make up for it. So I'm going to open those now, and can everyone just cross their fingers for ranger boots, because I've done something like 280 of these and I haven't had any. So fingers crossed for loot from this. So the first casket is, oh blessing, that's worth oh, not very much. A mitre, Zamorak mitre, worth, well, it's more than average, so can't complain. Nothing very much. Nothing. 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 What's so expensive there? Oh, the purple sweets. So I've had a few things that are going to sort of help out the collection log, but nothing mega expensive so far. That's awful. Oh, a page. What page is that? Armadillo. That's pretty good. Are you... You're kidding. Holy sh**. I actually got them. Jesus Christ. What? What's going on? Is this a joke? Oh my god. I really wasn't expecting that at all. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh, bloody hell. I was just... Oh, wow. That's crazy. 34 mil clue. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Okay, I need to sell off some of this. Jesus. Let's just sell off these so that I can pick all this up. My god. That's crazy. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing. I really wasn't expecting that at all. I'll save that master for later. Let's just sell off a couple more things so I've got room to open up these last two. Oh my god, that has made my week. I cannot believe that. I've never had ranger boots on a clue before, from a medium clue before, on pre-EOC RuneScape or OS. I'm so happy with that. That's amazing. I'm so happy. That's brilliant. Oh my god. Okay, right. Let's just open up these last two and then I'll sell everything off and we'll come to a final price check. Oh my god, 33 mil. Nearly 34 mil. Bloody hell. Gilded, so that's another bit for the collection log. And last one, some more sweets. So 50k, I can't complain with that, I suppose. Right, I'm going to sell all this off. And I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, so yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's happening. I'm not sure whether I'm just dreaming this, but somehow out of those 12 medium clues, I got ranger boots, which are worth nearly 34 mil. So it does skew the results a little bit of me trying to find out what the average loot is from Pyrelords, but I mean, you can go there and do 1,000 kills and get something like 10 to 12 clues, same as me, and have a chance at ranger boots yourself. I'm genuinely so I don't know what to say. I've never had Ranger boots from a clue before. Jesus. Yeah, so I mean that price check of 340 odd K is now 34.4 mil. Let's round up because there's still a few things left in the GE. I'm going to go and do this master clue just out of some morbid curiosity to see how it affects it further. So I'm going to go and do that, and then I'll come back to you with the loot from that as well. Okay, so we're back after doing the master clue. Still reeling a little bit from the Ranger boots earlier on, but if I get any sort of third age from this, this is gonna be the most profitable day I've ever had in RuneScape, I think. But I mean, at this point, I've got the Ranger boots. I'm insanely happy with that. This could be 10 GP, and I don't really care too much. So I'm going to open this up, and we'll get our final price check. Right, here we go. Fingers crossed. 250k. That's all right. I'm not going to complain at that. I got a 34 mil clue a few minutes ago, so I'm not going to complain at that. I'm happy with that. Right, so I'm going to sell off this lot, and that'll give us our final price check. So overall, I mean, early on I wasn't happy with the drops. I mean, I only made like 300k out of it or something like that. But I mean, in hindsight, obviously with getting the Ranger boots, I'm very happy with how this all went. But yeah, I mean, that's not to say that you can go to Pyrelords, do 1,000 kills and expect to get Ranger boots at the end of it, but you never know. These things happen. I've had third age before from master clues, and it's just luck at the end of the day, and I have no idea how I got as lucky as that to get the Ranger boots, but here we are. So final price check then. 34.3 mil. Oh, actually, yeah, no, that's about right. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, that's crazy. I didn't think I'd break 1 mil, let alone 34. So, I'm mega happy with how this went. I have sort of shot myself in the foot a little bit because I was planning on doing a video on doing medium clues until I got Ranger boots, but I don't know whether I've got the will to be able to go through with that now that I've just got them, but we'll see. But anyway, that's about it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I definitely did. If you want to see me do more of these sort of loot from 1,000 videos, anything like that, then let me know. I think this is the first time I've really done anything like that, apart from the Vorkath one, but that was more of a sort of, that was more to earn the money rather than this was just finding out what the loot was, out of curiosity really. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any ideas on videos you want to do. If you've enjoyed the video, then subscribe and like and comment and let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.